Hello and welcome once again to another episode of Failed Hero Points, an actual play of the Outlaws of Alkenstar Adventure Path in the Pathfinder 2nd Edition game system. Hi everybody!
Hello.
How are we all doing tonight?
We're good.
Good.
Good. I'm both waving high and practicing good loose hand pick technique here. See that? Got
Guitar
just
pick
a little bit of the
technique.
pick hanging out.
We've got some serious multitasking.
Look at that
happening.
technique.
Nice.
Not a full house tonight, but way more than enough to run. We have effigy drums playing Adriel Swordsborn, the Bard, and also guitar.
Ironically.
Morbird playing Inari, the Psychic. UV playing Geraideyu, the Cleric. Shave Maddox playing Jacksonius, the Gunslinger. And Scale playing Ruxel, the Rogue tonight. Yeah. Hey, what's been happening? What are we doing here? What's going on? Where's life?
In game? Or
You feeling?
Yeah, that was sort of one of those like are we talking about the game or real life here,
I was
folks?
curious to see where that would be taken.
We just captured Ambrose Mugland in
Uh,
the hideout of the Gilded Gunners.
that you did. Ambrost.
Ambrost.
Yes, one of your main quarries, Ambrost Mugland, is now captured by y'all. He was bound and gagged. You talked with the leader of the Gilded Gunners to gain some knowledge of what's really going on, basically taking away any sort of leverage that Mugland might have to try and, weasel his way out of anything. Sabora Sharkosa, the leader of the Gunners, told you explicitly that he has friends in high places at the Shield Marshals, and likely you don't want to bring him to the Shield Marshals. You're going to have to try and keep track of him or something. Or, you can make things easy.
break his legs.
She also brought up that he had already sold the formula for Pyronite to 2 people.
Right. And it's suspected that they are possibly working together more than likely.
Tarsus and Ibrium.
Parsis and Ibrium, yes.
The necromancer and the geomancer.
Mhm.
We got some mancers.
One from Nex and one from Geb, neighboring nations to Alkenstar, each on one side of the Spellscar Desert. Their millennia of war betwixt each other, causing the Spellscar Desert, where magic gets fucked up.
Oh, they want to blow up the whole dang city, don't they? That's what they're trying to do, I bet.
Well, I guess
Stick
we'll
some inside of a zombie and let him walk in.
find out on all that, huh?
So I presume we're taking them to our handler. Yes.
Yeah. What do you want to do with Mugland? You got him. You have walked out of the Gilded Gunners, and you also hit level 8. So, does anyone want to show off any cool things that they got at 8th level? Any takers? Any cool stuff that you've got, feats wise, spells wise, or do you want to save it in your back pocket?
Sneaky.
I think I'll save it.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's see if we can bust it out during the day. That'd be fun.
Sounds good. Pathfinder's second player core book is finally out. The system has updated. There have been some changes here and there, and things that we totally forgot about. Some people having that we're going to try and enact from this point forward because it's good stuff. Um,
I'm guilty of that.
expect our kitty cat to nap a little bit more often than before, which was 0 times. the change in 10 minutes to an hour is substantial there.
And the Davy isn't here, but holy cow, is the Swashbuckler changed and incredibly improved now.
Yeah.
Oh
Yes.
my god.
If we do a combat, you will see Swashbucklers get straight up just more damage, just as a class. That's a thing, and they're going to get panache pretty much every single time they want to try and get panache, so they can do finishers way more often. Which I think he's at 3d6 for the finishers at this point. So, when you miss on a finisher, but not crit miss, you still deal like your precision damage on it. So that's
Nice.
pretty good. Or half your precision damage? I don't know. We'll see what happens.
It'll be half 3d6, so
Got it.
One
it
and a
might
half
it might only be
D6.
one. It might only be one if he rolls terrible, but still, it's gonna be more.
Yeah, I think that's the main, really, two things that happened, because everyone else had stuff that was already remastered or it hasn't been remastered yet. It has been confirmed that there's going to be in the next printing of the Guns and Gears books. It seems like they're going to call that a remastered book as well. So they're going to remake Inventor and Gunslinger, so they get all that extra errata, and then probably that means that they're going to have to finally fix Psychic, because there's a lot of broken stuff on Psychic right now, as Moorbird can attest to. Maybe not broken, just weird and doesn't align quite correctly.
It's just that they removed some spells from the game, but then the psychic still has them.
Yeah. Technically, they're still there, I think. I don't know. It's in a
Mirror
weird spot.
image is the one that comes to mind.
Yeah. That's the weird one. So we'll deal with that when we come to it. I haven't looked at the errata today to see if they've changed it or not. I don't think so, because I haven't seen anything on the subreddit about it. So, okay, you've got Ambros Mugland and are taking him somewhere?
I think we're gonna sign him up to join our alchemy club.
I thought you all hated him enough to murder him.
Angel asked us not to kill him.
I thought that was because Angel wanted to beat him up for a while.
Adriel wanted to kill him.
Oh, she's punching him. She remember she did take the hilt of her sword to his dome to help. Maybe I forget who actually knocked him out, but that was one of the knockout blows for sure. So she's good with making him miserable for the rest of his life, and I think that throwing him in a room with a bunch of nerdy old men who won't stop talking about science to a non-scientific mind will probably do it.
Also, we're gonna cut off all his fingers and toes.
That'll help.
And his tongue. We should probably find out what our handler wants as well.
So, drag him back to the barrel and bullet.
Yeah.
That's a pretty common place, right?
That's where you've been this whole time. That's
That's like a crowd usually is in there, isn't it? Like townsfolk and stuff.
there are people
Pretty
drinking.
busy.
Can we go through the back? Is there
Yes, that's what I was thinking, because if he's got it in with the shield, we need to probably conceal him on the way through town. Should we
Yeah.
Put over his head.
put a
You want-
bag over his head?
The
Why
streets,
don't we
I mean,
why don't we put him in a big barrel or burlap sack or something?
just
we
kicking a
still have
barrel
a-
down the street.
Yeah.
Didn't Jacksonius hold on to a hat of disguise?
Yeah.
Don't you have to attune to it for an hour?
No, you just slap it on the person.
Yeah. Let's just slap it on him.
That's not attunement. Isn't a thing in 2e.
Okay.
The duration is an hour.
Yeah, the duration.
Investment is a thing, but that is
It takes 2 actions usually. I think.
yeah, it's hello. It's like putting on socks, the magical socks that I have.
The magic. Do they keep
I
your
know.
feet, your tootsies warm?
I wish. My toes are kind of cold right now, actually.
Uh,
Basements.
You need,
you
you
want
need
me to-
electric socks.
Do you want me to cut his tongue off before we leave so he can't yell out for help or anything?
I should just
Adriel,
gag him.
Adriel says, that's a good suggestion, but I've got an idea, and just punches him across the face one more time.
Yikes.
Uncle, it seems like both ideas could be implemented.
Yeah.
Probably
Anyway,
survive in the ankle holding while we make our way across town.
Can you put living people in bag to holding?
I don't think so.
So I'm like, there's limited air in it. Or something like that,
Yeah,
or-
limited.
Unlimited.
None.
Yeah. So you're doing the disguise thing?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I think that's a fair point that, shield marshals and whatnot would probably recognize him. So,
Yep.
what should we make him look like?
Form of?
He's a very pompous, well-tailored little man. So let's make him just look like a drunk bum. Something just like good and embarrassing.
We're dragging the drunk
Oh.
to the bar.
Or what about if we do like a goblin or something like that, or
Oh yeah.
because is he considered a small creature or medium?
Small. He's
He's
a
small.
halfling.
Halfling. So yeah, we could disguise him as another small creature. No one's gonna think that. Like,
We're
Just-
just
just-
abusing a goblin. It's fine.
Definitely a drunk small goblin.
Just as ugly as possible.
Goblins
I agree
are
with both of those.
better when they're smushed. Okay. One.
can we fleece him too? Take all the gold off his fingers and toes, so he's not like.
Did we frisk him yet? Have we removed all his possessions?
I don't think so.
It's a good question.
Come on, come on,
Not really good.
come on. Oh my goodness, you're so big. Hi.
Oh, you
Okay.
took, did you take Tame Animal this level?
He's a good boy. Hi. I know.
Okay. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of updating. If you no, it's just for Rilla. Everyone else should be fine. Okay. Alright, so you're kicking him, pushing him through the streets, as if he's a regular goblin, like he's not tied up, right?
No, he's very tied up.
Well, sure, but how do you make it look like he's not tied up to not cause a scene?
Is it
We-
against the law to tie up a goblin?
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna attract some attention. I think we sing some drinking songs. We hold up some pints, and we just keep an arm around. We're like, oh, come on, you got to keep up. Just do
We
the
call more attention to ourselves.
schlepping the drunk buddy along. I mean, we're not gonna not call attention to ourselves.
Is
Sure.
Yeah, I don't know how
Well,
this guy's
I-
actually works. Like you can't just hide the ropes or something.
I mean, I'm still in favor of the grabbing a barrel or burlap sack from this blacksmith shop that we're emptying into and just shoving him in there, and just
Oh, we
literally
could
rolling
There?
the barrel, then just rolling the barrel the whole way there, with him nailed inside.
Okay, that's funny.
That is your plan?
I think it's a good plan.
Okay.
I think we need to tie him up and gag him before we put him in the
Agreed.
barrel.
Agreed, 100%.
Yeah.
So that way he can't scream from inside the barrel or try to kick his way out. So
So we're doing that.
I'm also gonna go ahead and hit him with a tracing sigil.
Oh, good idea.
hook him
Okay.
up.
What does a tracing sigil do?
So it's Inari's personal magical mark, and I cast it on him. And it looks like it fades after 1 month.
Okay.
Though you can scrape it off with 5 minutes of work. So it's like on like that one place in the middle of your back where you can't reach.
Oh, good idea.
Nice.
And we can use it to track him. I can use using identify magic skills.
Great. Well, that seems like it would be very handy. You jam him in a barrel, and you start rolling him, and it's just like
Yep.
every time you roll it.
It's everything I want. If we can, we specifically choose roads that are cobbled.
Can we flip
Okay.
it end to end a couple times?
All right. You start down the street.
When we get to a corner, I just spin it like on an axis for a little bit. There we go.
And as you're doing this, you go by some shield marshals because they're, the cops of the city.
That makes sense.
And they're like, hey, what's going on?
Hi.
What?
Oh, we just got a delivery of ale for the Bullet and Barrel.
That doesn't sound like ale to me. It sounds like there's something inside that barrel.
Ale. It's in bottles.
It's some strong stuff.
Some struggling occurs inside the barrel.
Okay, we put the disguise on before this, right?
Yes. Yep. Also that.
Do we want to open and reveal a goblin in a
All
barrel?
right, it's our buddy. He got wasted. We're trying not to make a scene.
Who has the
This-
best perception?
It wasn't our best plan, but I mean, look at him. He can't walk on his own right now. He's a goblin.
Okay.
We really
And
gotta
he'll-
get him back to the bar.
He's soiled himself, and none of us want to
Yeah.
carry him.
We're gonna get him back to the bar. We're just gonna get him some pickles, some pickle juice. He'll sober up.
He
Just gotta
lost
get
the
him out of
bet.
the street.
He just
mean,
lost
really-
at that.
If you defecated yourself, would you want to be seen out in public being carried around drunken embarrassment
Plus,
I
it
do.
just contains the mess.
and smell?
Do you reveal him to the shield marshals?
No, we just keep the lid on the barrel and just explain what's going on inside it. Like, trust me, the smell is deplorable.
They're like, this seems well. Okay, all right. Someone give me one of you liars. Give me some form of deception roll.
It was-
Jacksonius has by far the best deception.
Why is it telling me no active encounter?
Because there is no active encounter, and you shouldn't try to roll initiative. You should try and roll the skill.
That is what I was
19.
doing.
What a guy.
Did you roll under attributes or did you roll under skills?
Oh.
When this got updated, likely your initiative drop down went and dropped itself down again. So you can go ahead and undrop that down.
Oh, hide your extra initiative rolls. Smart.
I go, this seems awfully weird, you guys. And it's two guys, and they're like, I think we gotta check inside this barrel.
All right. I think we should open up the barrel now. Just be like, Grimgrop, you're coming out. You're coming out, Grimgrop. And we open the barrel. And then Angel
Muglin's
reaches
like-
in and grabs him by like the the
scruff
scruff
his
of the neck and just pulls him up. aggressively pats him a few times and shakes him like, "You're doing all right, right? Come on, you're okay."
It's hard to push to talk when you're using both hands to describe something.
It really is.
Okay. Another deception check.
Go for it, Jacksonius.
From now, Adriel.
Oh, what? Oh,
Very fair.
sorry.
This was very specifically Adriel doing all that. Like,
Can Jacksonius aid the check?
sure.
Come on, Father, you can do it.
No, I got it already.
Lie like you've never lied before.
It's Mugland.
They're like, well, all right. Everything you said, no. Kind of. I guess it lines up. This is weird, though, guys. You got to know that this is weird, right?
No, we get it. Sorry,
Trust me,
officer.
he's really embarrassed.
Officer,
Do
I
the shield
apologize
marshals
for our
look shady at all?
Oh yeah, they look shady as shit. All.
Can I pass them a gold piece each?
Do we have to do that? They're about to tell us we're fine.
Yeah, why don't we?
What are the troubles?
If they say they still have to take us in, then let's slip them the gold.
No, they seem like they kind of eat your tail a little bit.
They're
They're
chill.
like, all right, okay.
Nice.
Well, I gotta say, if you want to like not be suspicious about this, maybe don't like have something thumping around in a barrel as you're walking it down the street as a parade of just people with a barrel. Doesn't really. It kind of draws attention to you.
Roger that,
That is-
officer.
That is an excellent idea, officer. And then I go over to where there's some trash in the alley, and I just start shoving it into the barrel to like fill in the space. Whatever trash is there. Just hacking it in.
Like, no, that's much better. Yeah.
He's
Mm.
already
Well,
defecated himself.
You
So.
don't want him to make noise when you're doing the whole thing.
Thank
Have a
you.
good
Some
day, buddy,
rocks.
and then they leave.
Thank you for your wise information.
All right, we got to get there quick
But
now.
nice
We've
thing,
already.
Mark.
Yep.
So
And
double
I'm
time.
just-
We just start rolling.
Wait, one last thing, Shield Marshals. Hypothetically, what would we do if we wanted to hide a body? Hypothetically, no, we don't.
No, don't actually.
We're not asking that. We're as soon as they let us go, we're like, okay, yep, we'll do better next time. We capture our mortal enemy and put a hat of disguise on him and call him a goblin and put him in a barrel. Next time we do that, we'll do it better.
So you make it to the barrel bullet.
Cool. Good.
I assume one of you grabs like a hand truck and like brings them in or something.
Yeah.
Through the back. Looks like a booze delivery or something.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, you're able to get them in. You put them into one of the back rooms. He calls out Phoebe and
I'll-
tells her what's going on.
Yeah, I'll go get her. Madam, my father has done a wonderful feat. Come observe.
Do I really want to know what this is?
I believe the one known as Muglin has been coated in trash.
You don't want to smell what it is. I'll tell you that much.
It's derelict.
Down. Do you not know what discreet means? Holy crap, dude.
That word is not in the language pack 1.0 that has been installed.
You get some mugs, Phoebe, and we're gonna take you down to a very special land.
Yeah, there's like one dude at the bar who just kind of like looked up and weirdly at you as you're like talking to her, and she's like, "Yeah, the land of mugs is what's right here." And then she just kind of like daggers at you, and then pours the guy a free drink and puts it in front of him. She's like, excuse me, Theater! And then her sister comes out and tends the bar on her behalf as she goes out.
Phoebe
back.
has a sister?
Phoebe does have a sister. She just is usually in the back.
Is this the sister here?
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh, if only I could see that. Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we
Look
go.
at that. That's Phoebe's
She looks
sister.
nice. She looks really nice.
She's a nice lady.
Is the roof thing still happening there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have.
Not me.
something.
There we go.
You-
There we go.
How about this?
Ooh,
That
now I
door.
can see in this room.
Where
Mm.
am I?
I don't.
We're all in
I'm
this
saying
street.
all roof on the stream anyway.
I'm also not seeing my token.
Garai is here.
You're.
Am I?
I'm not sure.
Oh, we were on top of each other. I see it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, I can move everybody. That's fun.
Can
If I uh-oh. I better quit playing around.
if you what?
If I do a click and drag box, I selected multiple characters and then I was able to drag them. Like right now, I'm dragging Garai around.
Well, that seems like something that's busted. Now everyone's playing with each other. Stop it. Stop it, yes, sickos.
Oh,
Okay.
it only works with Garai, actually.
This is the old broken Garai, actually.
Hooray!
So let's see if new hotness Garai. Maybe you can't do it with this
Yeah,
one.
I can't select that one.
Alright, there we go. Hey Shave, did you try hovering your mouse over like the roof of the place? Because that tends, on my side, that removes the roof.
Doesn't seem to do anything.
But you have to have no token
Oh,
selected.
There it went.
Yay!
Get that
Wait,
roof
it's
out
not-
of here.
Okay, leave it there. Stay there.
Yeah. Okay. So you take him to a back room. You take her to a back room.
Yep.
I don't see a Phoebe token here.
Maybe under Calvin.
That's alright. Maybe we just have two of them. As a reminder, this is what Phoebe looks like. We haven't really seen a close-up of her. in a long
Phoebes!
time. Phoebe!
Does she
She's-
always
she's-
carrying
I like
that
the-
gun around while
Yeah,
she's
exactly.
bartending?
That's yeah. I love that idea.
A what?
She always carrying the gun around while she's bartending.
Yep.
And a pitcher of beer.
You don't know when shit's about to go down.
You also have to notice that gun is an axe too. You see, I mean, she's using it to like chop limes, just shoving a gun around at the bar. Everyone's like, actually, I'll just take a beer. I'll just take a beer, please.
I don't
That's
need
the
mixed
bullet.
drink. No mixed
That's the
drinks, please.
bullet part of the barrel and bullet. Actually, that's the barrel part. If you're cutting it with the barrel. You bring her to the back, and she sees this goblin just tied
We
up.
take
She's
that
like,
on.
"That is no Ambrost Muglin, you moron."
Haha.
We got
Dramatic
the wrong
reveal.
guy, son of a. Oh, we are so sorry, sir.
Benari takes the hat off with a flourish.
Dramatic
that-
reveal.
Is that for how flourishing it is? It is. It is very
Exactly.
flourishy.
Very
It's like
Scooby-Doo-like.
one of those guys that walks up and pulls the tablecloth off the table without moving anything. It's like that.
After the hat is off, Angel says, If this wasn't Muglin, why would he sound like this when I punch him? Punches him again.
And like when you take off the hat, like his true self revealed, you see that he is far more bloodied and like scratched up than he was before you put him in the barrel.
Oh.
There's like a giant fucking splinter just straight into his nose.
Yes.
Did we put a rat in there?
Oh, he is in better condition than I thought.
He just fucking glares at all of you, and then like settles his eyes on Phoebe, and then just stares at her. She's like, "Why, burn my britches, Ambrose Muglin, you son of a bitch."
It's pronounced Ambrose.
Do you really think that? It has been months. What? Have you just not really been paying attention this whole time?
Minardi's kind of into psychedelics.
Like, we're all Ambrose, you know?
She's like, well, y'all have made yourselves quite the reputation, and this is only going to elevate it. I'm gonna have to report to my bosses, and we'll maybe take the night off. You guys look like you deserve the night. Just relax. I need to make a report. What are we gonna do with you, son of a bitch?
We have a barrel full of trash.
Seal up the barrel good.
I could put more fresh trash inside of it.
I would love it if her bosses were the cops on the on the way over.
Randomly.
She grabs one of the hats. She gave you all those hats of disguises. She slaps it on top of him. He turns into a dwarf, and she escorts him out of the room. She says, "Y'all take the night off. You deserve it. Go ahead and get some drinks on the house."
Woohoo!
And she leaves.
Now what do we do?
It's a good question.
Take
Got
some
my
trash.
vengeance. I guess it's time to retire.
All of our enemies have been captured.
That is definitely not true.
Oh.
I know.
Well, yeah.
What kind of time of day is it?
It's about, I have the time wrong on here. It's about like 5:30, 6 p.m.
Okay. Kind of late to get started on a new project today.
I agree. Let's drink our feelings away.
What time of day is it, Focal?
That was literally the question just asked and answered.
I was like, what happened? Did I just...
Tisha, woo.
I
Five-
literally I spaced out.
5:30 p.m.
Thank
ish.
you. Sorry, I had a my brain was thinking about the Roman Empire or something. I don't even know. It's
It's
just
just funny because it was literally
Oh.
like the last three
Oh.
sentences before you asked that question.
Oh, how often
It
do you
was
think
just
about
such
that?
a clean question, answer, clarification, next step, repeat.
Whoa.
It couldn't have got any better or smoother.
it might have-
Deja vu, glitch of the matrix, black cat, something, I don't know.
yeah.
Woman in a red dress, so on and so forth.
Suppose we should probably look up those two wizards that got a hold of the Pyronite.
Should we sell the stuff, or can we do that now?
I mean, it's kind of late.
Yeah, we're hauling all that. I'd rather get rid of it as soon as possible. I don't want the Gilded Gunners to come after us. They probably are.
Oh right, all of the stuff that you stole from their entire vault. Yes,
Steal is a
yeah.
strong word.
That's
And it is the right
It's a
word.
true word.
I mean,
Lifted?
relocated without permission.
Is it stealing if it was already stolen?
Exactly.
No.
What are they gonna do? Report us to the cops?
2 thefts make a right.
Sounds like to me. So you guys go drinking, you look for information, do you just rest? It sounded like, Inari was thinking maybe gather some information, see what they can find out.
Yeah, the only clue we have is these 2 wizards who bought some pyronite, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And so I think our agenda is probably look up those 2 guys, and then otherwise sell our loot.
We should find out what our resident alchemists know about him.
Yeah, that's a good start.
That is a good idea. They're older, so they probably know more about the history between our. Is it fair to say like Alkenstar and the neighboring it's kind of city states somewhat, right?
Yeah. Yep.
That's the sense I get, right? So
Alkenstar is basically the city-state, and the others are actual nations. They're full-born nations on both sides.
gotcha.
This is Dark Sun.
So we're Liechtenstein in
Yeah.
between.
You're Roy Lichtenstein.
Guten
Wow.
Tag. Hello.
You're welcome. Let's see if I can find an actual thing here. Art gallery.
Oh, a map.
Yeah, I
I
might be
think
able
I
to
want
find a
pinned
map.
in the chat, don't we?
Yeah,
Maybe?
maybe.
Maybe not.
Because if not in the chat, then I can show it through here. Nope, that's I.
I was thinking about the Alkenstar Player's Guide, but it maybe doesn't have a map.
Yeah, here's what I'm gonna do.
Hold it up to your camera.
Actually, you know what? That's not a terrible plan. Let me get the book.
I gotta enlarge his frame. Quick, grab his guitar.
Actually, that's UV's guitar.
Oh, yeah, well, 2 thefts.
Okay.
In my new place, I should actually have space for my bass acoustic guitar.
Oh, but what am I supposed to do when I want to practice?
I said I would have space. You are happy to continue to have it if you'd like.
Okay.
You have a
still-
cello if you want to practice.
I still have not learned it.
Okay, so I grabbed my handy dandy Pathfinder Lost Omens Impossible Lands book here,
Okay.
which is all about Gabinex
Got a
and
pretty bird.
Alkenstar. And you can see,
Oh, mana wastes.
Hmm.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Oh.
Hold her there. Okay, next to the north, Geb to the south.
yep. And the mana wastes a big strip of
Wait.
fallout in the middle with Alkenstar right there.
Okay.
Actually, I might be able to enlarge this temporarily.
Yeah.
Isn't
Question.
this also in the Alkenstar PDF?
It could be in the player's guide. I'm not.
Yeah, like that the mini player's guide that you sent out to.
How far
Maybe.
into the ocean do the mana wasting go?
Yeah, that's.
I
That's a map.
don't know.
Okay.
I don't.
No,
Yeah.
world may never know.
Slowly but surely, like I've come to realize that I still have Simpsonisms that I have learned when I
Yep.
was a kid
As the
that I will
only-
never let go of. It is part of my life, and I had forgotten
Yeah.
until I rewatched that episode for the first time in maybe 20 years that I don't know
Oh.
is from.
All right,
The
Mr.
Simpsons.
Burns, what's your first name?
I don't know.
See, I know it from Invader Zim with Gurr says that.
Oh, I have. Okay, well, that's another one of my sci-fi nerd blind spots. I've
Oh,
not
it's-
seen Invader Zim.
I have the whole series on DVD.
Yes, my wife has every single time that I've said I've never seen Invader Zim. She's like, "You've never seen Invader Zim?" And I'm like, "You know this by now. You're just trying to mock me."
Rubbing it in.
Exactly.
Rub it in, rub it in.
Yeah. So Nex is to the north, Geb to the south. Nex is, and these are things that you would just kind of know, obviously, because you are from the areas.
Well, I'm the only one who doesn't know that.
It might be something that you like. You
Yeah,
were
I can
advanced with
see-
some
yeah.
knowledge in your creation,
It
right?
would make sense that they would put some knowledge of that in your data logs or something. Nex is a nation state ruled over by a wizard named Nex, who has disappeared for a long time, I think. He was in a big fight with Geb, who was a necromancer who eventually died, but raised up and continued ruling the nation of Geb, named after himself, Geb. Both nations are named after their rulers, and they're like big old pompous butts about it.
Obviously.
Geb is a nation of undead creatures. It is like all undead all the time. There's a whole like system. Geb is at the top, but Geb also has been missing for
So these
like
guys
100
have an org
years.
chart.
Huh?
I said, so these guys have an org chart.
Yes, essentially, yes. They're okay. The adventure path that came out after Outlaws of Alkenstar is called Bloodlords, where you play one of the blood, or you go up the system of royalty in Geb as you gain more and more power and become a bloodlord. So yes,
I want to see that one.
there are 30 bloodlords. I only know this because I read this the other day in Geb, and like there's this whole dynamic of power there that's very authoritarian and kind of despotic in a lot of ways. That's kind of baseline of what's going on there. So a wizard from Nex and a necromancer from Geb, those descriptions are not extremely like they don't give you a lot of hint.
It's not very descriptive.
Yeah. It's not a very descriptive description. Yes. If all that makes sense.
Yeah.
So there's also a lot of wizards in Nex because the ruler is a wizard.
Yes, and the whole society is like it's all magic based and learning about magic and creating wizards.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. What would you like to try and gather information about with them? Just like who they are, if people have heard
Who
names
they are,
before.
what their plans are, why they might want Fire Knight.
Yeah, I would like to know more about like the history of the wars between our surrounding nations and our little nation state city to kind of know, is there still animosity? Would we think that there's still reason that they would want to attack us, for example?
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, let's get to current affairs.
It's kind of like is this Germany and Japan post World War II, or like Russia now, where it's like, or the English and the French after they got everything settled and have been longtime allies, or is there still a lot of bad blood?
Okay. So, all right. So, okay. Geb disappeared like 100 years ago. Nex has been dead for like thousands of years. Like this whole war happened thousands and thousands of years ago. The about 7 years ago, after thousands of years of quiescence, the gates of the refuge of Nex opened again, opening Nex up. Nex had been kind of shut off and closed up, and people have been speculating that Nex is returning, the wizard Nex himself, and maybe survived the whole war thing. They also do a lot of flesh forging in Nex as well, creating flesh warps and things like that.
So
Is
get
the current political situation pretty stable?
What I'm getting to, so about 5 years ago, the Lich Queen of Geb, Erasni, who was also one of the gods of Galarian, who was the former herald of the god of humans, Erodin, was basically the ruler of Geb in Geb's place since he was gone. She contrived to escape her bondage and leave Geb. After she did, actually Geb's back, and as the rumors of Nex's return grow, Geb has worked to put his land on a war footing. So, Geb is prepping for war with Nex again in case Nex returns and wants to start something.
so Geb are the sorry.
Geb and presumably Nex are eager to return to the great conflict of the past, but most everyone else has moved on. It's been a good 4,000 years since the war ended. And in Nex, the Council of 3 and 9 has become accustomed to ruling over their country, and not everyone is interested in ending or in ceding their seat to a figure from the past, however notorious. So, yeah, that's kind of baseline stuff that y'all would know as people living in the area. Like, Geb, the nation of Geb, and Geb himself, the Ghost King Geb, are eager to get back to war with Nex if Nex is still alive. But the rulers of Nex kind of aren't motivated to do that at all, and they also are not motivated to like make sure that Nex returns. So they're kind of more of a neutral stance on it, but it's like it is kind of a powder keg, just kind of waiting for some, well, Pyronite to start blowing things up and getting things going again.
Kind of a Cold War situation.
Yeah, actually, yes, very much so.
So Geb is comprised of undead, and Nex is regular alive people, or was it
Wizards.
wizards?
I mean,
a lot of wizards.
I think.
there are undead people too, but like,
Oh, they are.
yeah.
I wish they were all.
There are also alive people in Geb, but not a lot.
I just wish that Nex was all leshies, and then it could be Plants vs Zombies.
Oh, okay.
That
All
would
right.
be so good.
Okay.
All right, new campaign. We go to override their country to replace them with fleshies.
With fleshies.
Hmm.
All right. Okay, so do you like go out on the town, or are you like staying in the Barrel and Bullet and seeing what you can grab from people there, or like how are you trying to gather information here?
I want to know from our resident alchemists if they know what people or groups in either country would be most prepared or most likely to be given that by their governments. You know, like what groups, like is there like a specific guild or group that would be most prepared to uh, militarize this information for those countries?
Like in those specific countries?
Yeah.
Yeah, they. So you go and ask them that,
Yeah.
and all of them are just kind of like, we don't know. Like we're here to just make stuff. It's the making of stuff that attracts them more than anything else.
Oh,
Like
sure.
the ins and outs of the society around them, not really the big deal. They just want the fame of creation, you know.
No, yeah. They may have heard. That's the only reason I asked them.
Sure, yeah.
I'll go to the local library and go through like the last couple weeks of newspapers to see if like their names come up in them.
You know what happened the last time we tried to do that?
That's a different thing. Don't worry about that.
You made Juvie very sad.
That's a nice, interesting idea. Okay. By yourself?
Yeah, unless anyone wants to come with me.
I'll be guarding my father otherwise.
Will there be chapters in these books?
Newspapers and things
Give
like that.
Jacksonius the funny section.
What percentage are comics?
I'm down. Can I take my beer with me?
No, they live in a society.
You can't bring drinks in the library, silly.
That's why more people don't go to the library.
Okay. Sure. You make your way to the library. It takes a little bit of time to go through and check through the newspapers. But you see. Give me just a flat D20 roll. Make it work like a percentage.
20. I don't know how to do a regular D20 blind.
It doesn't matter. It's a flat check.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah. So you see from about, we'll say like 2 weeks ago, there is a slight mention in a newspaper of a new someone named Ibrium who has been kind of kowtowing with prominent politicians and glad-handing with the warmongering nobles of the upper crust of Alkenstock.
Is there another name like in the article with him that could give me a hint as to who I could talk to for more information about him? Like he was hanging out at so and so's house, or is seen in this photo with this guy.
Sure.
Known associates.
I get what you're putting down. Okay. You see a bunch of smaller names, like of people around the area. Some of the upper crust, but society roll.
Okay. It's a plus 12.
Yep. Great. Okay. The most well-known of all of them that they've been hanging out with is this person named Christia Tomband. She is one of the upper crust of the upper crusts in town here, and you know, with that society check, you would know that she's a well-known nationalist who thinks that Alkenstar should be its own nation instead of just a city-state.
Okay. Cool, I'll go.
Yeah, I would say here too, you also know that she, with like the news and looking through everything and just your knowledge of the area, that she has donated a not insignificant amount to the Shield Marshals of Alkenstar.
Okay. Cool, well, I'll go report my findings to the gang and then
Back to the booze.
call it a night.
Back to the booze. While that's happening, you guys get back. I just closed everything that I did not want to close.
Oh, I hate that.
Isn't that the worst?
Can you restore history?
Nah, I'm good. Okay. You guys get back, and Shoma Lysarius, one of your cadre of alchemists that you have, and Gattleby himself.
President
Both
of the
are-
Alchemy Club.
They both kind of are out hanging in the bar, and they kind of call you guys over to, and like, hey, here, and they look over at Phoebe and they do one of these, calling for a round of drinks for everyone. Like, then they pat the seats next to him at the table.
Well, we gather round for sure.
When my drink is delivered to me, I hand it to Jacksonius.
Antonius gets 2?
Oh, thank you.
Maybe I should have some kids.
Yeah.
When
Just
you're old
find-
enough.
Find something to imprint on you.
I am not yet of age.
Shoma and Galby kind of like look at you guys and they're like, Shoma says, "Look, I know we got off on the wrong foot. I've been here for a while though, and Galby and I have been talking, and I know you want to keep track of us and make sure that all this stuff with the Pyronite and the Lyserium doesn't get out to anything. We would like to, and Galby is like, we want to go home for a little bit. Like, we'll still come in, we'll be here hanging out during the day, but I want my thinking space and be able to go home and relax.
You gotta go feed your lizard.
We've been stuck at this bar for so long.
This
So
seems
long.
like a decision for Phoebe.
I would
Phoebe-
agree. We should report it to Phoebe. I also don't know if they really pose a threat anymore. Then again, maybe they just go off and sell more. Who knows?
they're like, no, we talked to Phoebe, and they look over at Phoebe, and they're like,
And Phoebe's here, right? Because she's bringing us drinks.
yeah. So you can ask her straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, this one's up to y'all. They've been here. They've been pretty passive. Ain't trying nothing. Shoma here's been a very surprisingly respectable guest in our quarters here.
Okay.
But I can see why they would want to return home. But you know,
As
we
long
did
as
hammer
they
out the
come
deal
to
that they'd have
help
to
me.
come back.
As long as they come to club meetings every Tuesday night still.
I just want to do a quick perception check to see if they're like, just to get a basic read on their ideas. See if what they're saying is what lines up.
Yeah, see if they're lying to you. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got you.
And that's under attributes now.
It's under, yes, attributes, perception.
That should have been blind, shouldn't it?
Yeah, but that's
Sorry.
fine. That's
Sorry.
all right. They seem to be telling the truth. Like they will come back in. They just want you've got your own home space where you can develop your ideas and
Right.
not feel like you're under duress and whatnot. And they've also got their own home bases for their labs and experiments and everything.
I'd
It's
say,
fine.
yeah.
They're not our prisoners. We're just hanging out to protect them.
And Shoma's like, felt pretty much like I was your prisoner.
But you've been good this whole time.
Like I said, we got off on the wrong foot, but we're all cool now, right? Hey, and he pours more drink into Inari's glass.
Nice.
What do you say?
I turn my vote over to my father.
I haven't heard anyone say.
Wait, no, we are not giving people with children 2 votes. That's the whole
You get
thing.
2
We're
drinks,
not,
they get 2
not
votes.
happening.
I haven't heard any dissent from anybody. No,
Yeah,
nobody's
think-
saying, "Man, I really wish we really need them to stay
no.
here."
It seems
So-
our efficiency would increase.
they've been quiet.
Yeah.
It's been weeks that we've had them. If Phoebe says they're good, I think they're good.
Plus, it's already been
Send
told
'em home.
to 2 enemy nations.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
But they do know that we can't protect them if people come after them again, right? If they're not here.
Just something for them to keep in mind.
Yeah.
We're gonna be here during the day. We just want to rest our heads at our places.
All right.
Fine.
We'll lock up. We'll set traps. You guys. And Galaby kind of giggles to himself. He's like, yeah, you all remember what happened.
I mean, that was
We
like when we
remember.
were level 2, so should be able to handle that kind of thing now.
No, we got another raid.
Heyo!
Yep.
Hey.
Hello. We're setting a whole bunch of people free. We're playing Outlaws of Alkenstar, and we just started book 3. Wrapping up a little bit of information left
Thanks.
over.
Thanks, Claire.
Book 2. So, we're deep in this. These level 8 characters have just decided that they're gonna set these not quite prisoners but not quite free guys to be able to go home and chill before coming in and getting back to work.
It's like that guy from Catch Me If You Can at the end.
Sure. I've not seen that movie.
Oh, that's a great one.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I do know that that whole the whole story was the con. Like the whole movie that he just made up the whole story that they made the movie about.
Wait, really?
Yes. Yes,
That's,
he was
uh,
never actually a con man. The
That's
whole con is that he was never a con man in the
That-
first place.
that's like the
Holy
song
cow!
Ironic.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. That's the ultimate con. So was he truly not a con artist, or was he the most con artist? They lift up their glasses and they're like, "Well, cheers to y'all." Clink, 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 clink.
And clang.
Slam,
and
drink,
tinkle.
and we fade out on the evening. And wake up the next day. Go ahead and click your rest for the nights and your daily
Yay.
preparations.
Yay! Spell slots and healing.
Yeah. If you are not at full health, make sure you're at full health.
Daily preparations.
Stupid spell.
Oh, let's consume a ration.
Are you sure? We're at a
Ration.
restaurant. I just like the idea of you like going downstairs to the restaurant and opening an MRE. The waiter is like, sir, hello.
Phoebe offers you an actual meal and you just wave her off.
I got this canned soup that I'm totally fine, thank you.
Okay, so you guys wake up, but you guys wake up to the sounds of just pounding on your doors.
All right, well I'm awake.
Better
I
than
only,
the last
I only-
time we woke up in
I
here.
only sleep 2 hours a night, so I'm awake. Guarding the
But
door.
you sleep the last 2 hours, though.
Uh,
Sound.
Phoebe is pounding on your door, and she says, "No, you gotta come down now. Dress up, dress well. Come downstairs now. Get into the room."
I put on my nice clothes. I
Get
dress
fully
up and
geared
well.
Stupid hangovers.
The cat is hungover.
No, maybe not this time. Didn't work out so well.
The cat is
The
the most
irony
hungover.
for that is the German word for hangover is a Kater, a tomcat.
Ah,
When you have a tomcat, you're saying I have a hangover in German. Look at that.
nice.
We all learned something today.
I didn't want to learn. Ugh.
You'll have to do your daily preparations in a second, actually, because she wakes you up and it's before dawn.
Got it.
And
Oh,
she gets you going into the room where you all like to be shoved into. So let's shove you all.
your favorite room?
Your favorite room.
Hey.
No, uh-oh. There we go. Do. I do. And you.
Do-do-do,
And you. And you.
do-do-do, do-do-do-do.
There's so many people to drag. And Phoebe's here. And, there's one other person in here.
Hello.
I don't have a token for them. Oh, alright. That's fine. I didn't need one. Anyway. You're shoved into the back room. And you see on the table rests a black 10-gallon hat. Behind the hat, where Jacksonius and Inari were, right here. Nope, you're just not gonna... Oh, my ping's not working right now. That's alright.
It's pinging.
I can
Oh,
see
it is?
it.
Oh, rocking. Okay, cool. At that spot sits a woman wearing unassuming yet fine clothes embroidered with the crest of Alkenstar. She looks as such.
Okay.
Phoebe closes the door, ensuring the privacy of everyone. Bows deferentially and says, "My lady," to the person here. And rising from her seat, the Grand Duchess of Alkenstar, Prieta Risia, dons her hat and leans over the table, arching an eyebrow at all of you.
Do we all need to bow or take a knee or something?
That's up to you.
Whatever the preferred method is, sure.
I'll bow. Wow.
I mean, a bunch of you are troublemakers.
Yeah.
No.
Am I the only one without a criminal record?
Yes, actually. Yes.
Yeah.
That's part of that. Well, I mean, it's literally part of people's backgrounds and how this whole thing works out.
Yep.
The criminal record may not have been of your own doing. It may have been foisted upon you by Mugland or Lovelace. She says, she addresses you all. Agent Dunsmith has kept me appraised of your efforts regarding the Pyronite situation. I'd hoped the trail might end with Mugland, but it seems Deputy Lovelace is still at large with the Pyronite formula, along with 2 new faces. Wizards from Geb and Nex. You've heard of them, Parsis and Ibrium, yes? I believe you were given that information.
Yes.
Yes.
ma'am.
Obviously, the implications of this discovery are dire. Pyronite is too powerful a weapon for one nation to wield alone. If the formula can't be kept secret here in Alkenstar, I fear it must be spread to all nations equally. The political situation between Nex and Geb is tenuous, to say nothing of nations more distant from Alkenstar. If any single power were to gain access to Pyronite, they would gain a devastating advantage in matters of war. To prevent this, I've begun preparations to distribute the Pyronite formula to as many foreign powers as necessary, including the hands of unscrupulous nations close to home, such as Nex and Geb. Take a moment to let that sit in. She begins to pace the room.
So a mutually assured destruction plan. All right.
Unfortunately, yes. With all nations ensured equal access to this new weapon, the current balance of power would be preserved. At the moment, my hands are tied, and the world will be forever changed because of Galby's devastating invention. And she stops pacing. Looks up.
Well, I guess in a weird way, the best defense is a good offense that you give to everyone else. But I don't know, makes sense to me.
In some cases, yes. However, we do have still a chance to avoid all of this. If you can find the 3 of them, Lovelace, Parsis, Ibrium, you could prevent the formula from spreading further. This is my preferred solution, by far. Obviously, Alkenstar would be in a far safer position if no one, or at least only our own nation, had access to this weapon. Do you have any questions so far?
Nah, you keep going.
Perfect.
Monologue.
At present, we know little about Parsis or Ibrium. The trail ends with Lovelace, who's also nowhere to be found currently. While we don't know their plans, in order to use the Pyronite formula, the trio will need large quantities of the necessary reagents to craft the explosives. This means they need funding, material, transportation, all things that can be tracked. As a first step, I need you to infiltrate the Iron Master's Vault of Secrets, where Lovelace and her cronies have their offices. Hopefully, you can find some clues there. Any questions now? Anything?
Nope, lead the way, Your Majesty.
When you say infiltrate, do you
Yes.
mean break in?
Or pretend to be members of.
Perhaps. We have. Phoebe knows all of the information. She will give you the specifics once I'm away. But you are all willing to do this so quickly?
Sure.
In a way, it's all we've got.
As long as my father says this is our course of action.
She seems like a nice lady.
Wonderful.
The Jacksonia start doing the like cat tail walk between her legs thing.
She says,
Crawling around on his hands and knees.
she says, I know some of you may like a little bit of extra motivation just to make sure
Yes.
that we go around.
You're like, yes.
Of course, money is involved. However, I'm, fairly powerful in Alkenstar. I can
A little money, a little expunging, never hurt.
your reputation, maybe redemption, as it were.
Yeah.
If you're successful, I will personally ensure that you are both amply rewarded, and I will absolve you of the laws you've thus far broken.
We're getting
including a full pardon. Any damage to your status Mugland or Lovelace may have inflicted, erased.
Does
We
this
can do
mean-
whatever we want.
Does this mean my companions can break any laws until such action?
Let's. The things that were pinned upon you.
Because I got a couple of
We don't
guys
have
I
to
want
get
to get.
into specifics just yet.
By the way,
She points to Varilla. She says, your brother is in jail and has been for quite some time, held by the Shield Marshals for no reason whatsoever. I will be able to bring him out of jail and pardon him completely. He's done no wrong, but Lovelace has gained a significant amount of power with her Shield Marshals that she's got under her control. Once they are contained, I will be able to use this power of mine to ease your burdens, as it were.
yeah. By the way, if the Gilded Gunners say anything about any stolen items, that's a false accusation as well.
No idea what they're talking about.
Yeah, that's.
I'm not sure that a giant criminal gang will come to the literal Duchess.
You're
I'm
just saying,
sure-
we got nothing to do with it.
That's a good point,
I'm
child.
sure I don't know
Did
what
you
you're
love it?
talking about.
See?
That's right, you don't.
Wink,
She's
wink.
already playing along. That's great.
If you find yourself in a bind in the future, within reason, sure, yes, I can also exercise my power.
We'll do it!
to-
All right, give us your digits.
I'm in.
One.
She grabs her, or she grabs her coat, puts it on, ensures the snugness of her hat, and she says, "Phoebe, this may have been a bad plan to begin with, but it seems like all of these people are quite upstanding. Well done, all of you. Well done, all of you. There's still work to be done."
When she says upstanding,
Getting
I'll
advance
stand
on
up.
the pay, right?
What was that, Morbid?
Oh no, is she gonna give us some money right now? We might need some
Perhaps
funding
not
to
in
get
advance.
supplies.
We have a lot of funds. I mean, we were supposed to have done shopping beforehand, and I got as
Y'all
far
be
as
rich
looking.
right now.
Yeah, we're loaded.
She says, Phoebe, I'll let you handle the rest. And she leaves. Out the door.
I'm honestly surprised that 10-gallon hat wasn't a hat of disguise.
Well, there's a reason why. It was a pre-dawn meeting.
Yep.
Phoebe goes, all right, y'all. You're gonna have to infiltrate the Vault of Secrets. It's an underground fortress where the Shield Marshals operate out of. There are several entrances, known only to vetted Shield Marshals and National Defense bureaucrats. Y'all don't look like either of those things. So we have arranged a way for y'all to gain access to one of these entrances. Here's your mission. From time to time, Shield Marshals act as armed escorts for Alkenstar, transporting cargo across the harsh wastelands. There will be an armored stagecoach accompanied by 4 Shield Marshals scheduled to return from Martell out in the Manor Wastes later this afternoon. To gain access, you'll need to get aboard that stagecoach. Now, the stagecoach is pulled by a pair of mindless clockwork steeds. They are programmed to take the coach into the vault, regardless of who's aboard. But you'll have to do something about those Shield Marshals with them. Once inside the vault, we'll need y'all to figure out some info on Lovelace. Keep an eye out on suspicious paperwork. Maybe they'll indicate her whereabouts. Maybe most recent dealings with the power brokers of Alkenstar. Maybe some potential accomplices. Then, you'll need to get out. Now, the place is crawling with Shield Marshals. There are those that are not corrupt in their ranks. Lovelace's crew, they're corrupt as sin. However, there's a lot of good people in the Shield Marshals otherwise. Fighting your way out, probably not a good option. I've no doubt that you can handle a few of Lovelace's goons, but don't stick around any longer than you have to. Escape the way you came, don't look back. 3 prongs: hijack the stagecoach, find info on Lovelace, and escape undetected. Y'all got that?
Yes, ma'am.
That sounds like one long bendy prong.
Now, 4 Shield Marshals on that stagecoach. 2. There's Otto and Lily. They are toughened warriors. We think they are associated with Lovelace and the corrupted Shield Marshals. They're capable of putting up a fight. The others, Peyton and Oakley, they're bookkeepers. They're responsible for auditing, financial affairs. Unlikely to be involved in Lovelace's schemes. I would prefer you not use lethal force against those 2.
May I presume she's got like pictures for us or drawings so we know who they are?
You just gotta ask them their names before we kill them.
She does not have pictures of them.
I'll request if she can get sketches done for us.
Could we get some police sketches of these police officers?
She's
But
like,
it's moving this afternoon, right?
I can't make sketches. They're those are the names. Their names on the log. We know where the stagecoach is coming from. We know the bookkeepers from the corrupted Shield Marshals. I don't know what they look like though. I would assume you want to look for the nerds versus the not nerds.
My God, they're all nerds.
The jocks.
Yeah.
And that's going through the waste this afternoon.
That is coming back through Alkenstar later this afternoon. Yep.
All right,
We'll have to
Go
do
to the
a-
desert and beat up nerds. Got it. Oh wait, hold on. Reverse. Wait. I messed that one up.
Reverse.
She says, "Look, here's probably going to be the tell for you. Okay, Lovelace's lackeys have taken to wearing pins, getting tattoos, wearing some sort of symbol that depict a broken heart. That signifies that they're part of Lovelace's gang.
Okay.
Broken
have-
heart.
Broken heart
The
equals
broken heart.
break their heart. Got it.
Broken heart, love less. That makes sense.
So you should be able to tell from that who is who on the stagecoach. In fact, when you're inside the vaults, keep an eye out for that broken heart symbol in case you run into any of the shield marshals while you're down there." She says, "You're gonna need to wait until you get to Vault 14. Vault 14, though, should be right next to the hangar where the stagecoach stops." And I think that's all the information I've got to give you. Do you have any questions? Maybe there's something I can answer for you.
Nothing I can think of.
Can we rob all the vaults or just the 14th one?
It's likely going to have to be pretty quick. There's a lot of shield marshals in that place, and y'all going to have to be pretty quiet about it. This stagecoach going to be here slightly after noon. It's going to enter the city in the first quarter, going to go through the streets to a warehouse in Steamhaven. We think that's likely where the entrance is. The easiest way in and out, though, gonna be on that stagecoach. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
So do we know the route of the stagecoach to go intercept it?
Yeah, she traces the route on a map for you.
Okay, cool.
Feel free to stage your heist anywhere along the route. It's up to you.
Bridge?
Do we want to attack them in a place that, like, more secretive so people don't see us doing it?
Hey, that's a good idea.
I think it's pretty remote out there.
Okay.
It's literally was just referred to as like they're traveling through the wasteland. So I don't know. There might be.
Yeah, we want to get on those on the coach in the desert, and not in the city.
Right.
Yeah, that's up to you.
Let's not do the stagecoach robbery in the middle of town.
Yeah, that seems like a better plan. I agree.
I mean, we could go and set up a little sniper ambush.
That we could.
Get a little, get some cover. Maybe, maybe even get some melee squad next to the road. Get our far sharpshooters at some distance.
Set up some kind of
little
trap
openings.
where we can block the road.
Oh, good idea.
Oh yeah, that is a good idea.
Like rent a wagon that we can have broken down on the route.
What about spellcasters? Do we have any difficult terrain or wall kind of spells right now?
Yeah, I've got See a Thought.
I mean, if you know of a second or third divine level spell or rank spell, I could take it for today.
I'm looking at what Sea of Thought does. Oh, that
So
sounds
it's-
cool.
Yeah, 15-foot burst. Difficult terrain. That'll be like after we get them to stop,
Right.
so they can't go.
And remember, you haven't done your daily preparations yet, so
Yep. That's why I'm looking through my.
you can
spell
still
book.
adjust all of your spells.
Oh yeah, because we have the ability with a cleric to prepare any spell from the divine list today.
Yep.
Yes.
We spontaneous casters have no such choice, and we would have to buy a scroll. But
Yes. But you have a lot of time to do so. You still have to do your daily preparations, though, to get your slots back. So it's still an hour that you've got to do here. It is, again, 5 in the morning. Probably more like 5:30 now after all that talking and whatnot.
Fair enough.
But you still have a good half day before you need to be out there. So
Oh, I can make difficult terrain with rouse skeletons.
sure. Okay, so actual real question for all y'all. Do we want, since we started a little late, do we want to go a little late to like 11?
Yeah, I'm down for that.
I can do that.
Sure.
Okay, then let's take about 10 minutes. Do a little break, get our pee on, and
Peon.
we'll meet back up at 10ish. Okay,
All right,
Okay.
sounds good.
slight
Bye. Good
break.
luck.
And we're back. We're figuring out things, getting things settled. Gonna hijack a stagecoach. So, discussions. Figured out some spells to take. Grabbed a scroll of clairvoyance. Was that what it was?
That's the one.
Okay. See where a stagecoach might come around the bend, wherever you're setting up your ambush. What else you got? What's your plan? What you doing?
We need to shop.
What do you need to shop for?
Well, I had an idea. I know Jacksonius likes to like get around and like move around the map. Boots of Bounding. The first level one is only 340 gold.
Is
Right.
that
Do we need to do that shopping right now, or is that something that we can do betwixt sessions?
you think it,
It's fine.
oh, okay? Unless you think it's helpful for the stagecoach situation specifically.
I mean, that's why I was looking. Things that theoretically could be used during that.
But yeah, okay. Is it a speed thing or is it a?
Yeah, it gives a 5-foot item bonus to your speed and a +2 item bonus to high jump and long jump attempts.
Hmm.
In addition, when you take the leap action, you can move 5 feet further if jumping horizontally and 3 feet higher if jumping vertically.
Well, if we want to get going here, that's cool.
Which is all.
Yeah, I guess that's still a lot of gold, right? Maybe I should. I might consider saving it for something better. No offense to. I appreciate
I believe I'm carrying roughly 3,500 gold. Some of that's mine, but my bag has a lot of expensive stuff in it at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just focus on what we need for the mission here.
Agreed.
Yeah, I mean it's
I
a good
think
thought.
I think it's primarily just something to block the road for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how
we
much.
should- Can we rent the cheapest cart, like the one that already looks like it might fall apart?
This is my concern with the cart plan.
Go for it.
I think the cart is going to be slower than us. I think we
We
can
also
move
need a
much more
horse.
quickly without a cart and horse than we could with. And I feel like we need to like get in position far outside of the city, far outside of other eyes that would be able to see what we're doing. And I don't want to have to spend time finding a cart, repairing possibly said cart if it's cheap, and then going at like 3 miles per hour with a cart to try
Sure.
to set up a
Well, we could
small.
block the road just by standing in it, right?
That does lose the element of surprise.
Are
but
there
sure.
trees in that area, Fogel?
Are there what?
Trees and stuff in that area?
Along
Call the wasteland.
That's why I thought.
Are you definitely going for the outside Alkenstar situation?
Yeah. Yeah, I think we want to
then-
keep them in the mana waste.
Not really. It's all kind of like think of scrub brush kind of situation.
Okay.
Like
We could maybe find like a cliff though, or a hill or something. Sand dune.
something to hide behind.
A big bush.
Yeah, anything.
A cactus.
Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff that you could probably figure out there. But first, you'd have to get out there.
Yep, that sounds like a plan.
Want to just head out there, see what we can see?
Yeah.
Hey, I found one other spell that we could pick up as a scroll that might be awesome for this.
What's up? Yeah.
Invisibility curtain. You create a transparent, invisible wall that makes any creatures on one side of the wall invisible to those on the other side. You choose which side. So we can just cast an invisibility curtain and stand in the road.
Okay.
Right?
How
Yeah,
much-
Jacksonius could stop the carriage that way. Or Calvin, maybe?
What breaks the? Does anything break the invisibility?
Offensive actions.
Yeah, if we start attacking from behind it, but I'm just saying that way we can be real close and not have to worry about stealth checks and hiding appropriately and everything.
Mm-hmm. That sounds good. Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right, I'm buying another one.
Sure.
Okay.
So we leave the scroll store and head out into the desert.
Funnily, the adventure does not account for you deciding to do the desert route. So,
Oh no.
no,
I
no,
thought that was the preferred.
no, it's cool. It is purely just like, this is not going to look like a desert. We're going to have to use some theater of the mind here. All right.
Can't wait.
Okay. So, here, let's go to the map. Okay.
Okay.
So,
I want it to be the map where O was at, or whatever his name was.
Oh yeah.
Aye.
Aye.
Let it run.
No.
yeah.
What if we all just rub sand in our actual eyes before you show us the map, and then it'll be like a desert?
Okay. So, you guys are heading out of town, setting up,
And
waiting for the stagecoach. Yes.
Yeah.
How long does invisibility curtain last?
That is a good question.
10
duration
minutes.
sustained.
Oh.
I just see sustained.
Wow.
Yeah. Let me check on clairvoyance. Last 10 minutes only. So maybe we can find a spot where we can see pretty far in the distance and look for signs of a carriage coming, like smoke that you can kind of see in the distance. Then cast clairvoyance so that we can get like a read on things. That way we can see who is sitting in front, or, you know, how many, is anybody walking alongside? Maybe we can identify which guards are in the front seat, or which guards might be in the back.
Could I have grabbed a binocular or monocular or something before we left?
You grabbed a monocle. It's just sitting there. And it doesn't do anything for you, but you look fancy.
I love this idea of like a robotic Mr. Peanut or something.
I went with Mr. Monopoly in my brain.
But he doesn't actually have a monocle. That's the what do you call it, effect?
Bernstein.
Oh,
effect?
Mandela effect.
Mandela effect, yeah. That one's real. I mean, not real.
Here's a thought. What if we all misremembered Mandela effect?
Yeah. I actually I pitched this as a comic idea recently, actually.
Mr. Peanut? Or
Misremembering the Mandela effect in like 30 years.
that's a good idea.
Yeah. Sure, you grabbed a pair of binocs. Sure.
Cool.
Like a copper. Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, we find a spot. We see the smoke coming, or it's not smoke, but dust being kicked up by a wagon.
Huh?
We shoot up a clairvoyance to start to get a read on who's there. And then we lay out that invisibility curtain and just stand behind it, invisible to the onlookers, meanwhile seeing what's happening from the air with clairvoyance and with her telescope. And by golly, if we don't get a good surprise and a good amount of information, then I'm not buying scrolls anymore, and I am just hacking and slashing my way through everything.
That's fair.
Okay. All right. So you park yourselves outside of Alkenstar. Look for whatever terrain advantage that you can take. Maybe laying flat, getting that prone bone stealth.
Jacksonis is all about that prone bone.
And okay. Kind of just like they called it. About Gedai, you're looking through binoculars down the road, checking out the route. About a couple minutes after noon, you just see this kind of plume of dust on the outskirts or on the edge of your binocular vision here. And you see, I don't know, like half mile away, sure. You start to make out this stagecoach, just kind of in the distance, coming towards you.
All right, do you guys maybe want to like split so we have equal members of the party on each side of the road?
Absolutely.
And just stay low, stay behind the invisibility curtain, and as soon as they cross through the curtain, bum rush it, both sides. And ideally, through clairvoyance and binoculars, we can see, you know, we can pick our targets, so we don't have to identify who are the bookkeepers and who are the Lovelace's cronies after they go through the curtain, but before they go through the curtain, and we can spend 15-30 seconds, you know, saying, all right, that one with the reins, we got to get him first, or whatever it might be.
Yeah, are we able to see how many people are with the carriage and make sure it has the Shield Marshal logo and all of that?
A little far away for getting the little like Shield Marshal logo on their like persons, right?
No, I mean make sure it's the right carriage.
Right. You do see that Gedai sees that it is there are what seem to be 4 humanoids on the carriage, and the things pulling the carriage do seem to be clockwork.
We should have some way to stop the horses, because there's a good chance they'll just drive on past instead of stopping to re-attack us.
Yeah.
Calvin lays down across the road.
Yes. I was thinking.
Yeah, I think maybe Calvin and maybe one other stand in the middle of the road. The rest of us, you know, split between the two sides to bum rush.
I will say, outside, here you see what as you're looking, you see the 4 bodies, right? The 4 humanoids, right?
That's the way to say it.
The 4 bodies.
Yeah.
The 4 future
Oh shit!
dead
They beat us
bodies.
to it.
You see 2 of them at the front of the stagecoach, and it looks like they have the reins to the steeds.
Did they look nerdy or jockey?
They're jockeys, actually.
Yeah, they're
Riding
jockeys.
horses.
They're riding, yeah. But it looks like they are actively like steering the clockwork steeds. It is not
Right.
like set to an autopilot currently.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
So we take out the drivers. We
That's-
stop the steeds.
That's what I wanted to
Yeah.
know if, because remember, she didn't want us to kill two of them.
Yep.
So that's why I was asking if they look. That's what I was trying to figure
that's
out.
what the
if-
clairvoyance is gonna
Yeah.
help with. Yeah. Basically, process of elimination. If I mean, if we can see these guys and determine. If,
Yeah. It's just like hard to see like at this distance where they're at right now, like the
Yeah.
details, you know?
Yeah. No problem. When it's within
I-
range of.
I
good
get
view
what
on
you're going
clairvoyance.
for.
Yeah.
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 I mean, I don't. It seemed kind of weird if the bookkeepers were driving, but maybe not. We'll find out.
So once they get into range,
Mhm.
I was thinking about casting my Sea of Thought.
What's that do?
It's a big burst, slow area,
Ooh,
difficult terrain.
Yeah. Nice.
Would you?
Yeah,
Would
so
you
that's
maybe
like
want to
one-
do that? Maybe want to do that behind them, even just in case they like try to emergency, 180 as soon as they realize they've walked into an ambush.
Oh, yeah, maybe. I can hold on.
I can cast mine once they come out of the carriage because it.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's like everybody prepare an action to attack the drivers, right?
That's what I'm thinking. Is just get in and attack the drivers right away. Maybe Inari stands back a little bit, and if the attack on the drivers is unsuccessful or slower than we'd like, then you cast the Sea of Thoughts in front of the carriage. If they somehow sniff out the trap or start reversing, then you cast it behind the carriage. But basically just be the stand by to slow things down in case
Yeah,
we're
if
not
they
doing a
get-
good job.
Sounds good. So if the attack goes poorly and the carriage is still moving, then I will cast Sea of Thought to slow the carriage.
That makes sense.
Love it.
Okay, so the carriage keeps moving forward.
Mhm.
Forward and forward. You already cast clairvoyance, or do you cast it when it hits a certain point that you feel like is close enough? Like, how does that work?
Once it's like half a mile away or so, to give us like a few minutes to watch it as it comes in.
Yeah.
But we should agree on what range they're going to be for us to trigger.
I'm thinking like feet. Like
Yeah,
the
agreed.
curtain of invisibility is invisibility.
I agree. Oh no, I totally
we-
agree.
We just literally right on the side of the road, and as soon as the drivers are visible, or we would be visible to the drivers because they're always visible to us, we go. So that would be like we're on the side of the road. Once they're even with us, like 5-10 feet away, we pounce.
I think most of us have at least 30-foot range options, is what I was asking.
Yeah, we could do ranged attacks too.
Like if we open up with that, we're already weakening them before they're able to get up to us.
You want to attack them before they're level with us, or they're just going to keep going.
Exactly.
I'm gonna say the road's probably about 40 foot wide.
I do just want to verify real quick that if we can tell at all the speed of this thing, like it's
Good idea.
not going super
It's
fast.
it's
6
going
miles per hour?
800 miles per hour, even out of control.
And it's run.
You see a Pagani badge on the front of it.
I mean, I feel like the question's fair based if they're robotic horses. I don't know.
It's not it's going at a just kind of
A slow trot.
it's a pull in the carriage pace, not a
Like
not
full of
like-
treasure, right?
Yeah, it's not going
Yeah,
like
not a-
35 miles per hour, you know?
Not a out of control carriage.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it seems pretty in control. So when Gadai spotted it, it was about a half mile away.
Okay.
The clairvoyance works 500 feet away, right?
Yep, 500 feet.
Okay. So they get closer and closer. You activate you cast clairvoyance when it hits about that point, I assume.
Yep. See if we can see anything from a bird's eye view that we couldn't see through the binoculars.
What you see are two people sitting at the front of the carriage who look like here's one of them.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
a nerd.
Yep.
What a
And here's the other.
nerd!
Nerd.
Well, it could be to throw us off. I don't know.
Sorry,
And
and you-
then what? Yeah.
were they? I didn't hear it. They're the ones at the front of the carriage.
Yes, they're at the front
Okay.
of the carriage.
All right,
And
thank you.
then you see on top of the carriage, on top of the roof, which looks to be fortified by kind of a low wall.
Okay.
Two people riding on top with guns out. One looks like
They all look
this,
like Rambo.
Oh man,
Nerd.
and
can he be my girlfriend?
the other looks like this.
Can he be my
What a
boyfriend?
what a weeb.
So you tell me, did any of them look like nerds?
I
The one with
mean,
the gun looks like a total weeb.
it's
Okay,
Edgelord
so
jacket.
shoot the people on the roof of the carriage as they're approaching, and then just gently stop the carriage after that.
Yeah.
Just be like,
Yeah.
hey,
Excuse
just
us.
you're
The
safe now.
curtain's up,
We
right?
know these guys were bullying you. You don't have to worry about it anymore.
I think this is profiling. I don't know.
What was that scale?
The curtain's up, right?
We're
the
behind the
curtain-
invisibility
assume-
curtain.
You're behind the curtain.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, here's a question. Who is casting the curtain of the two occult casters?
Inari.
Adriel is. Oh, Inari
Adriel.
is. All right.
Well, you're doing the clairvoyance, right?
Oh yeah, true.
yeah,
I did
yeah, good
clairvoyance, so
point.
yeah, you're
Very
doing
good
the.
point.
Yep.
You
Yep.
can sustain one while casting another.
It's
Unless you
true,
want
but
to do both.
I think it makes sense for
Yeah.
us to split them.
I agree.
Here's another question. Who is on which side of the street or the road?
Which side is the witch side of the street?
The witch
Well,
Don't worry about
side is the
let-
witch.
I
Which
think,
witch? Which?
Obviously, I'll be with my father.
yeah, you two on one side,
I was
maybe
gonna.
Um,
a Bree, maybe a
Tell
Bree
them
on that
what
side
you're
too.
up.
Yeah, I'll be on that side.
Oh, did you want to be further back in hiding?
I was gonna.
Nick?
Oh, I mean, I was gonna say the side with whichever side the guy with the gun is on, but
They're on top.
Well, they're on top, so it doesn't matter.
yeah, I didn't know if they were
Um,
side by side or. Yeah, it doesn't matter to me then. Whichever.
I'm going to place myself behind the curtain, and if we do roll for initiative, I would like to roll for stealth.
Good call.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, we're
that's-
all behind the curtain. We're just figuring out
You can all roll
within
for
be-
stealth if you want to.
within behind the curtain. How do we want to be set up? And I'm just thinking, Calvin in the middle of the road, and then that leaves us a 3 and 3, right?
This
Okay.
tracks.
So maybe like and we should probably split marshals and casters. So like Ruxel on one side, Varilla on the other, and then probably Jacksonius and Garai because they go as a pair, which would leave Inari and Adriel. Right?
Sure.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, I just realized I have an invisibility potion, so I could be somewhere else if you guys wanted.
I don't think that's necessary.
Yeah, I think we got the wall. I
Okay.
think this is good for them.
We need more invisibility.
It would be cool for Ruxel to pop out of the back. Like, they go through the wall and they're focused on, oh crap, we just busted through this wall of invisibility and are shooting at people. Meanwhile, Ruxel is literally behind the stagecoach, totally invisible, and they just like can walk up to it and just stab him right in the back while we're shooting at him, and they're distracted.
I mean, that is a cool
That
option.
I could.
It would be cool.
Lots of options.
Do you want to go with that? It's. I mean,
Ruxel
Yeah.
could even just be like, we're like, all right, hold, and Ruxel's like, fuck it, and just drinks an invisibility potion and walks through the curtain.
Peace.
Yells wild card and jumps through.
If it's
Maverick.
if it's
Do you
not
want me?
Bitches!
Do you want me to target the drivers or the guards?
Let's target the guards on top. Let's just take them out with deadly force and then just try to talk to the drivers, I think.
I think that's a great idea. Yeah.
All right, just wanted to clarify.
Yeah.
For once, we have plenty of time to discuss plans as they're coming.
I know.
could
It's
we set up like
luxurious.
reactions for or is it just we get put in initiative as soon as they cross the thing?
Like the 30-foot line.
Yeah.
To be sure, we actually measure it out and draw a line in the dirt. 30 feet. Boom.
There's all sorts of ways that we can figure this out. I am having a weird problem right now, though.
Do you want to talk about it? We're here for you.
Not right now. You guys are doing a good job figuring things out.
Thank
But
you.
I can maybe figure out what the fuck's broken. Okay.
Language.
Interesting.
I think you should do the bridge map.
Bring it
And the
back.
bridge will just be the
The
road.
old bridge map, your favorite map?
Bring it
Bridge
in.
will be the road and not actually a bridge.
Unfortunately, this might have to result in a restart of the
Oh no.
system real quick.
Oh, a bedtime.
Yeah, so yep, we're gonna have to Sorry, guys.
Oh, let's make sure I'm not showing anything we don't want to show or anything like that.
Yeah.
Reload with
I
your
don't,
wing
I
out.
don't know if it will.
Oh,
Right now, I just have the be right back screen up.
okay.
After these messages will be
Oh,
right.
is that all it took?
The site can't be reached.
Oh, thank fuck. Okay, yeah, we're good now. All right, good.
Ah, jeez.
Oh, looks like it's
Okay,
there.
the site can't be reached. Oh, that would be
Yeah,
bad.
I just got to refresh.
Okay,
I assume.
all right. So Kelvin in the middle of the road.
Mm-hmm.
Ruxel wherever the fuck.
Behind
All-
the, wait, are we doing the behind the curtain plan or am I going rogue?
Ruxel
no
Wildcard.
pun intended.
I think go rogue. They're not they're not gonna see you coming.
If you're not going rogue, who will?
That's true.
Hold on, I gotta get back in the game first.
Actually, you know what? Here's how we're gonna do it. Okay. Now that this is fucking working, thank God. Okay. Again, they were not assuming that you would do this outside of the city. So,
Oh, sure.
here's a map. Okay.
Scene's not loading.
There we go.
Let me know if you're having troubles getting in, and I might have to force you in.
I'm in.
Okay.
Thomas.
Yeah, it's not loading. Try to keep.
User.gm.
Yeah, you might need to F5 that thing.
I'm in.
Okay. let
Unload
me-
the scene, 100%.
Uh-oh.
Although I cannot switch scenes while resources are still loading. Hey, there's a wagon.
See you in there?
I
Okay.
can see a
So,
wagon.
as you can see, it did not expect you to be here.
Outside the city.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna have you guys set yourself up now.
Okay.
Okay.
This is the wagon. Okay. We're going to play like it is not there yet. It is still coming down the road, and we're setting ourselves up. I want. I would like the wall of invisibility, the curtain of invisibility, drawn across the screen so that we can figure out exactly where that sucker is and how far away you want it to be when you start doing stuff to this. So that means you can move yourselves further back away from it or closer if you want.
How long is it?
The curtain, 60 feet wide?
Yes.
Is that what it was? And 10
Yeah.
feet tall, something like that?
Yeah, that's and 1 inch thick.
Oh, somebody
Alright.
else.
Yeah, I think we want closer.
Oh wait,
right?
yeah, I forgot that you were doing the curtain. Oh, we both deleted it. Inari, go ahead and draw the curtain.
I'll make a
Go.
new one.
Okay.
Go.
Question, Siegel. I presume the 2 squares in the front are where the nerds are, but where are the other people?
Here we go. I can bring them out.
Thank you.
Okay.
It only matters because of distance. That's why I have. To
Oh,
figure it
are we looking at the?
Oh, and the marshal thing got taken off me accidentally.
Yeah, I don't know if Morbert is
what
looking
thing
at the correct wagon.
No, he
Oh,
can draw wherever he wants.
I mean, do you want? I guess if you want to attack them when they're closer, then we can like move the curtain.
Yeah, I
want
mean-
him to be like super hyper close or
Well, I
what?
figured. I mean, do you want to be 30 feet attacks or 60 feet attacks? Is the question.
I think 30 would make sense because that's like the cantrip range. So
Is anyone other than me using cantrips to attack in the first action?
I probably will.
All right, so I think that's 30 feet away from them, ish, something like that.
Yeah.
Where I am is 30 feet.
What were you talking about? Marshall something?
Oh,
Full Aura, I think is what he's asking
Yeah, you
about.
just have
Yeah.
to be within range of Varilla.
Yep, just got to be near Varilla. Can we move the wall up like 10 feet, just so that the
And
entirety
closer to the wagon.
closer to the
I mean-
wagon? Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's 25 feet to the people we don't want to shoot.
Yeah.
It's out of range for the people we do want to shoot.
I mean, we need
So-
to have the wall even closer.
Yep. So past Garai, 1 square past Garai.
Okay, coming right up.
Are you attacking with your faces out and everything, or are we like putting bandanas in front, bandit
Ooh, that's
style,
good, yeah.
or
Bandana. What are we thinking? I'll go with the group decision.
We're absolved of all our crimes anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm going face out.
you don't have to do the murders, but you can do the murders if you want.
Well, we'll see where the night takes us.
I use the invisibility potion, and I'm going to move to like here.
Okay. How long does an invisibility potion last?
I think an hour.
Great.
Maybe 10 minutes. I will look that up in a second.
10 minutes. Still, 10 minutes is like you have plenty of time to get yourself in position
Okay.
as they come in. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't like rounds.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess rounds is less of a thing, so a minute versus 10 minutes is a big difference as far as, you know, how many rounds you're eating into with it. 10 minutes, that's like everything. Remember, invisibility goes away once you take an offensive action.
Yes.
But every attack that you make while invisible, which is just going to be the first attack, I think, because after that you break invisibility, they are off guard to you because they can't see you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So at this point, it wouldn't matter if I rolled stealth for initiative or not, huh?
Well, they might hear you.
It would really boost your initiative because that's your highest bonus, I think.
Yeah. That's true.
Okay. Let's see if that does anything to you. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now you're marked for as invisible. Okay. Are we all settled?
Yep.
Where do we want Vrilla to be?
I think for real next to Calvin.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, makes sense.
Square up in the middle?
Yeah.
Adril behind Gedai and Jacksonius and Ari to the north.
Adriel, are you on our side or are you with
She's with the shield
With
marshal.
the shield marshals.
Thank you, Morbird, for picking up exactly where I was also putting down. Yes. Same Joe.
I was gonna ask, or are you on the side with Inari?
I got it. No, I'm gonna stay on this side.
Okay. Okay.
Yubi's done with our shenanigans. Okay.
I'm the one that does shenanigans around here.
Ooh. I didn't realize that. Scale can't see this, but with Ruxel being invisible,
Oh yeah.
the entire token has turned to the invisible wavy lines,
That's cool.
which is
Take a
fun.
screenshot so you can see.
Yeah, I'm gonna share that with you, Scale. That's what you look like to everyone else. So,
Nice.
yeah.
And it's animated too.
That is fun.
Okay. So, I think we can start going, man.
Yep. Do you
All right.
want us to roll for initiative and go and our attacks?
Yeah,
go after
that's how we're gonna do it.
Okay.
I just accidentally made everyone invisible. Clicked on the wrong thing. Okay. You guys are all now in, except for Ruxel, because I didn't grab you. Now you're in initiative as well. Maybe. Now you are.
Okay.
Oh, gosh.
Nice.
Okay. This is fine. I'm gonna rebog.
Fair enough.
Oh, is it causing you troubles?
Yeah, I think so.
Sorry.
Should be.
My internet's going really slow right now, so.
Oh,
That could be part of it too.
boo.
Okay.
But I rolled my initiative first.
Yeah. Kelvin and Varilla and Ruxel can roll too.
I did. Mine was 34.
Did you just roll a random stealth check, or did you roll an initiative check?
No, initiative from the attributes drop down. Or should I do it from my character sheet?
Oh, there it is. I see. I think you did it before I got you tagged into it. So, that
Second
means
roll
you
again.
rolled a 16. Okay, then I will... Nope, it is not that. I'm going to adjust. I'm going to hold on 1 second. Ruxel had a 34. Okay, so it's behind Jacksonius. These people are all gonna be down here because they will not see you coming. They will have a full disadvantage in initiative, so they are going to go at the very end of the round while the rest of you go first. So, what's your plan? Jacksonius is loaded up first. However, you can do whatever you want to, get
delay or whatever.
Yeah, delay to whomever should be going first.
Yeah, even the stagecoach has a stupid roof I have to deal with.
Well, they're on top of the roof, right?
No.
It's the way it shows up. Let me get that macro going again and see if that actually does anything.
Do we want to delay for Ruxel? Or does that matter? I guess he's next anyway.
Yeah, might as well just let him get in a sneak attack.
Okay. I'll just delay until after him, I think, then.
Okay. I'll pull you down. I can't do anything about that stupid roof. So I'm going to pull them off to the side so you can see just what they look like there. How about that?
Sounds good. Appreciate that.
Cool.
Do they have cover under the roof or no?
Yes, they do have lesser cover because there's a small wall that's built up for them to be sitting in. It's like there's a pit on the inside of the roof for them to be able to sit in.
Got it. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Then we've got Ruxel here.
All right. I have a question about climbing. If I climb up, is that considered part of a stride, or is that an action in itself?
Do you have a climb speed?
Oh.
The answer is probably no.
No, I do not.
Okay.
It does not
If
include
you
climb
don't
speed.
have a climb speed, then it's going to be its own action because you are actively climbing something. Also, this thing has not stopped, so if it's not stopped and you're running up to it and trying to climb an active thing, I'm going to make you do an athletics check.
Gotcha. All right, then
I'll
I
make
will.
you do an athletics check too, also just to climb. So
All right, then I am going to change my grip to two-handed and take a shot at this guy.
okay.
Which one are you targeting? Sorry.
The gunslinger dude, the
Gunslinger.
hat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guy who's got the gun.
Makes sense.
Okay. All right. That is not keeping its off guard on. It is off guard to you. That is a critical hit.
Nice.
Oh my.
So go ahead and roll the critical button there.
And make sure that the sneak attack damage is on because, yeah.
It was not
It wasn't. Oh.
because he's not off guard.
And he's frightened.
So what are we at with sneak attack damage for you right now? Is it 2d6 or 3d6?
I think it's 2.
2d6.
And roll me two extra d6, please. Okay,
Ooh.
that's double. So 37 points of damage to this guy.
And he is frightened.
Oh shit, yeah, and he's frightened. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Okay. He becomes frightened 1, and you immediately see like a panic of what the fuck, and just like them like getting extremely terrified on top of that thing. Attack comes out of nowhere. And Ruxel loses invisibility.
Yep.
And all they see is you. That's
By
it.
yourself.
And the carriage immediately stops.
Oh, great. Carriage stopped.
Good job.
Okay. Well,
Goodbye, Moorbird.
He said he
Coming back.
needed to restart for internet purposes.
Oh, makes sense. Yeah, I
Okay.
see that.
am I?
You can go.
There's, I mean,
Oh, wait.
Ruxel still has 2
Yeah, I'm
actions.
sorry.
Oh
I
yeah.
forgot.
I changed my grip. That's one action, isn't it?
Uh,
One-handed to two-handed.
when did that happen? Just now?
Yeah,
After
right at the
you-
beginning because I realized I only had one-handed grip on it, so I went two-handed.
I mean, if that's what you're doing, you could have had
That's-
it ready before.
Yeah, I was ready before. I'm not going to make you eat an action on that.
Okay, then I'm going to reload and shoot again.
There you go. I just like imagine you shoot him and he's like, "What the?" And you're just like slowly reloading the gun.
I'm going to hero point that.
Okay. If you wanna.
Is 10:53 in the evening? It's not the worst idea.
No metagaming.
Oh,
Still a miss.
Darn.
Drink.
that's it. Hey, failed hero point.
You did it. You did the thing. You still
Did
have
the
one
thing.
action.
He said the word. He said it.
I'm going to move back behind the curtain.
Do you have actions left?
Yeah, he has one action left.
The,
Oh, I
the
thought
reload
reloading
was or was that the other?
Oh, that was the same. That was the same weapon, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, reload and fire. I'm done.
Yep. That's on me. That's on me. Nope. That means he's
No,
done.
no. I was just clarifying. Sorry.
We're all good.
All right.
Now it's Jacksonius.
Are we good with continuing to shoot at this point, or are we like? Is this
I
thing
think
close
so.
enough? I mean, it stopped.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
No
we've
more
opened
shooting.
fire.
All
They-
done.
Open fire!
Go for it.
He targets the nerds.
I hate nerds.
Nerds. Like ogre.
Ogre.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a crit. That's what you're built to do. A
Ugh.
1, a 2, and a 6, though. Whew, thank
Ugh.
goodness. All right.
And he's stunned now.
Yeah, this guy's getting fucked up.
He's having a bad day.
Also, he might be stunned.
Oh, I see that. Yeah.
Let's see. Nope, he is definitely not stunned.
Okay. Oh yeah. No.
All right.
Roll natty 20 on that.
Second weapon.
Nice.
That is also a hit.
All right.
Give me regular damage, though. Not your crit damage. 9
Blue
points.
ones.
Yep, that guy's past half his hit points already. Good. You bastards.
I might risky reload on my first my first weapon.
If you want to.
Oh wait, not
Yeah.
it's not map 3 at this point. It's maybe too
It's up
risky.
to you.
Maybe just reloading.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, I mean, yeah.
I mean,
You know what? I'm gonna do it. F it.
okay.
You can do it, father.
Okay. Wait. Ooh. Before you do that,
Yeah.
You have a brand new feat that you could use
Yep.
at this point on your third map if you wanted, but you don't have to
Yep. I think
if
I
you're
do.
trying for it.
Is that one that was a close one?
No, I was thinking of the unbelievable luck that you have.
Oh yes, unbelievable. Yeah, does that show up in? Got it here somewhere. So it says, while no one, not even you, might appear to understand why, you demonstrate a greater ability to hit your targets regardless of the obstacles in your way. Use accidental shot, activity granted by unexpected sharpshooter dedication once per hour. Oh yeah, once per hour now instead of once per day. So this is the one that
Right. There's an accidental shot feat that he's got with the unexpected sharpshooter dedication that lets him roll twice, take the better.
Yeah, that's
And the upgrade feat that he just took at this level lets you do it once per hour instead of once per day. So yeah.
unfortunately, that does look like it's 2 actions though.
Is it? Oh, that's good to know. Okay. Yep.
So I guess I can't be doing that.
That's like if you really want to make sure you have a crit.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, I go back to this and just reload again. I'll just do reload for the 3rd action.
Good to know. Apologies for not looking at the action amount. Okay.
It's okay.
Then Quells, who would have attempted to
Overdrive?
overdrive ahead of time.
Makes sense.
Okay, let's see if he does it. Oh, that is a critical overdrive.
Nice.
I rolled a 19 for him. Okay. Is Kelvin just chucking hammers, or is he like running up?
What? The
The invisibility curtain, by the way, just immediately goes just down as soon as
Yeah, as soon as we do a hostile action.
that shot.
the gunslinger, the 2 jocks, the cart. Obviously, you've got the drivers. Is the back of the cart raised? Like, are they like up here because the cart's raised up, or are
Yeah.
they at the same level?
No, they're up
They're on
top.
top of the cart.
They're on top of
You
the
have to-
stage.
Okay.
You have to climb on top of the
Gotcha.
cart to get at them.
Okay. In that case, I think he was just Chuck.
Okay.
Does anyone
Likely
disagree?
he would chuck at
The same
this
one.
fella because
Yeah.
he's in the front, and it's easier to see.
And focus fire.
Just judging on Pythagorean.
Yep.
Cool. Then he let's see. Does he need to move any closer? Yes, he does. So Kelvin is going to first do a slight move.
What's his range increment?
20.
Okay.
Why?
He's only doing 2 throws realistically anyway. So he
Yeah,
gets them.
exactly.
Okay.
I agree with you.
Tosses. Natty ones it.
Wow.
And then it pops back in his hand with a disappointment. He throws it again, all sad, and rolls a 3. Okay, well,
Oh, Quelfin.
Well, that will happen sometimes.
g'day.
Okay.
I will target this dude. Then I will cast
Needle darts upon him, or try to.
Uh-huh.
using cold iron.
Okay, roll the attack. That's gonna be a hit.
Roll damage.
Okay. Takes all 13 points of damage.
Good.
Uh-huh.
And then I will raise my shield,
Okay.
which it's still giving me the stupid errors.
Okay. I'll see if I can fix it
Yep.
while it's Inari's
Yep.
turn.
Yep, don't worry about it.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna go after Adriel.
You're gonna go
Delay.
after Adriel?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, like that, not like go after Adriel.
I will attack.
Adriel's working with the shield marshals, so
Okay, then it's Varilla's turn. Who?
tumbles through.
Yeah, gonna
they
be
have-
hard to do when,
They've got their
here.
cross thing, right?
yeah, so probably using the crescent cross from this distance.
Yeah. And height.
Uh, Takes aim. Needs to be loaded. Whoopsie doodles. Hits. Man, that guy's just getting all sorts of smushoed. 12 points of damage. Reload. And then another one. Oh, I saw Varilla's having panache. Not like it matters right now. No, I said to reload. Why are you not reloading? And misses on the second one. Adriel.
All right. Adriel's going to keep this simple and start up a Courageous Anthem.
Classic.
Is the aura not working? Oh well, I guess the aura's not working. We'll look into that later.
Huh.
And Adriel will target the near dead guy and try to hit him with a telekinetic projectile.
Nice.
Doing some bludgeoning damage. Picking up some nearby cobblestones and rolling a 4.
Yeah,
Well,
that's a miss.
I will just leave it and let Inari do some cleanup here.
Oh, I was gonna do some utility magic. Do you think I should attack?
You can do the. I mean, I kind of meant utility by cleanup. Go for it.
Okay. So I'm gonna cover the area in a sloshing torrent of semi-solidified thought. I guess this area here.
Okay.
10-foot circumstance penalty to speeds to anybody who starts in the area. And a chance to be knocked prone. And with my third action, I'll fire my pre-planned drawn code pistol at this lady that I can actually see. It looks like I probably don't have a shot on this guy.
You would have a better shot on this one.
Uh-huh. So she's 40 feet away. So I've got some kind of attack penalty.
Yeah. That's just -2 as we go along here.
Range penalty on. Oh, did it do that automatically based on our distance apart?
Sure does.
What a smart thing. Okay.
Yeah. So you missed.
Alrighty. Well, that's my turn.
Okay.
Fair amount of misses in our little ambush here.
Yeah. Also, I'm also not figuring out why Courageous Anthem isn't working.
Would I have hit if I had rolled one higher?
Nope.
Okay.
It would have been a miss by -8 instead of -9. Okay, so this guy.
DC 26 Fortitude save, please.
Okay.
Failure is a speed penalty. Crit failure is prone.
28.
26. So that's a success. So nothing.
Uh,
Oh well, it's still difficult terrain.
He also had to roll pretty high to get that. So. Okay. Who's done the most? Yeah. Okay. So Ruxel was the first one to go after him. He marks
Nimble dodge.
Ruxel. He marks Ruxel for for you are a foe that he's holding judgment on. So you can nimble dodge. He shoots you with his Giselle. You used that. It is still a hit.
Ouch.
And now that you are marked for judgment, he gets to do an extra 2d6 precision damage to you. So 15 points of damage to Ruxel. And then takes cover for his last action. Yep. So he gets a bonus to his AC. Then she gets to go. Has not gone yet.
Fortitude save, please.
Okay. That looks like a fail.
Yep. Minus 10 to speed. And
Alright.
is in difficult terrain.
Okay. For how
Speed
long?
Penalty and difficult terrain.
While the area is difficult terrain, is minus 10 to speed this turn
Okay.
until it leaves the area.
Got it. Well, she's sticking on top of the stagecoach.
She's
So
on top
she-
of it?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought she was
Well,
next to it.
This is like the eighth time we've gone over this. They're on top of it, but for purposes of the stream, they're not on top of it.
I see.
So we can see them.
John's explained to us like 20 times that they're actually on top of the stagecoach. Vogel, sorry.
I don't know how many more times I can, or how
So
many.
wait,
ways
where are
I
they?
can look this up. Yeah. Okay. So all right, then she marks Inari for
Fair.
yeah.
I did shoot at her first.
What time of day is it?
It is just past noon. Okay, I see. I get it. I get
Right.
it.
That's right. For the purpose of the shadows
Sorry.
and stuff, what time is it? Like, is it?
Okay. Cool. Anyways, she shoots Inari and is going to shoot Jacksonius next. Okay. Nope. I did not want. Gosh.
Thanks for reloading that for me.
Look, you got too many people. Alright. There we go. Makes a shot. Okay. Hits Inari.
Blood Vendetta.
Great. Let me damage you first.
Okay.
No.
Do it now.
Okay, here's your extra 2d6 on there. 20 points of damage to you. Now,
Wow.
it's going to roll that will save.
Uh-huh.
Fails. 2d6 persistent bleed damage is dealt back to her.
And she also has weakness 1 to piercing and slashing.
Okay, well, good thing I could just
Nice.
drag that onto her. Okay,
And that stays until the bleeding stops.
that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Especially since all y'all are piercers. Okay. And both the ones on top, yell for the other two, just get in the cart, and they're like, and they, immediately, like, back their way in to the cart. So there's no recovery check on this, right? No, there is recovery check on this. It's the other thing that stays until the bleeding is gone. So, see what happens. Natural 20, the persistent bleed is gone. And so is the weakness.
Well, that's no fair.
Okay. These two, their turns are spent getting into the cart.
Oh, can they roll some fortitude saves, see if they fall over prone?
Sure, why not? Now, okay, does the Sea of Thought only affect the ground, or is it like a whole area?
Well, if they're all on the it's ankle deep, it says. But if they're all on the wagon, then I cast it on. Well, I guess I was trying to slow the wagon, so maybe it's on the ground and they don't.
Okay. So they're on the wagon, and they
Yeah,
go into the wagon.
ankle deep to the wagon. So
Okay.
probably none of them have to roll.
So whenever any of you guys want to get onto the wagon,
Yeah, I
that's when it's gonna
just
be-
kind of messed my own guys up.
That is a running theme for all of us, to be fair.
Boy. Okay, Ruxel.
Ruxel's gonna change his grip and
Get him back.
draw his rapier pistol.
Get that guy.
and
He's so
Take a
close.
shot. Yeah. I know he's behind cover. But
It's only -1 to hit him.
mother.
Yeah, that one's not gonna do it.
So all I can do is that's it. That's all I can do. Or no, I can move. 'Cause I switched hands. No, that's it. Yeah, change grip, drew, fired. That's all my turns.
Okay, so you're back to one-handed.
Yes, on both now.
You drew. You shot. Did you do a reload?
No, just switching to one-handed from two-handed to one-handed, one-hand action.
No, it's no actions. It's a free action because you're
Oh.
dropping a hand off of it. You're not gripping it onto it. So you still have one more action left.
Yeah, but I can't reload because I got both my hands are full. 'Cause I drew my rapier pistol and fired because that was already loaded.
I see.
So I could move, but that's not gonna do me any good.
Both his weapons on the ground and goes all punches. Oops, all punches.
So yeah, I think the only other thing I can do now is just move, but that's not gonna do me any good, really.
You move into cover.
There is no cover. We're outside in Singins. I don't really know if there's any.
You are
openings
kind of like right next to the road / on a road. It's hard to find
There's
cover.
clearly another cart right next to them.
Yeah, Well, guess you should have done this in the city.
So yeah, that's all I can do. I can't do
Okay.
anything. So yeah.
Kill him, father.
We'll wrap up this round and then we'll call it. Just so you know. Jacksonius.
Kill him.
Ah, blast him.
Do you want to
Let's
do
see
your
if
lucky
you
thing?
do.
What?
Do you want to use your lucky thing? I'm asking because it's a two-action.
Yeah, it's a fair point. Sure. Thank you. Thank you, child. Yes.
Father.
I would like to do that for this one. I just have to call in advance, yes?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I still get to roll again though. Is that the
Well, you can if you want, but
But-
like it's gonna take the highest of the two of them. So
yeah. I mean, I may as well, just in case.
You might as well take the crit that you just got, yeah.
Yeah.
But now that hour starts ticking, so you can't use it for an
Well,
hour.
I'm just saying, like, it technically could be better, right?
I'm not sure it can be better than crit.
You
Oh,
can't-
can it not be
yeah, you
better?
can't-
Oh, sorry.
You can't extra crit.
Okay.
You already crit. You,
Crit level
you,
2.
My bad.
you did it. You done it. Jesus. Okay. This guy had 29 hit points left, so you can go ahead and describe your murder.
It goes, somehow, miraculously, the bullet goes directly through his, what it looks like a double barrel. Is that what I was looking at? It goes
Yeah.
right down the center of both barrels, and it splits them both sideways and then straight into his sternum. That's pretty
Like
sick.
a cartoon skull.
And it goes straight through this little, like, broken heart pin that you see on his chest.
Yes. Oh, good. We got the right guy, I think.
Well done.
He just goes, shoo!
I'm going to risky reload for my second action for the madame back here.
Uh-huh. By the way, that wasn't taking into account his cover, so it was only a critical hit by 10. and
Oh,
not
actually,
12,
actually, wait a minute.
No close.
I just realized. Oh, actually, so it was 2 actions.
yes.
It's okay. I still have 1 more. Sticking with that risky reload then.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, fuck it. Sure, yeah.
Regular?
Yes, regular damage. You
Unfortunately.
did not crit on your map on a 15, so it's not super far off. Okay, damn it, yay, 13 points of damage. Okay,
All right.
well done. No misfire. Kelvin is going to
Move and fire again? Yeah.
scooch. Whoever's drawing distance, that's not how the distance works. The distance isn't to there. Stop it. They're on top. They're right here. That's where they are. They're on top of the goddamn thing. Okay.
You don't say.
Kelvin chucks his thing with the stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll hit this time. Oh yeah. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Crits. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Dear Lord.
It's
The
overdrive.
Overdrive damage.
Murder.
Overdrive. Crit overdrive. Holy
Yep.
crap.
Keep in mind, guys, it's been like 12 seconds.
Yeah.
This is a lot of
Yep.
action.
Kevin's just whipping hammers left and right. Okay. Well, let's see what happens on the second hammer whip. I whip my hammer back and forth.
Oh.
No, nothing there.
I would have loved another crit. That would have been hilarious.
Yeah, right.
All right. She has lesser cover for me. Is that correct?
Yep.
I will do another needle darts. Or attempt to, at least.
Little blarts.
This one I'll
All
use
blart?
for-
That's what I heard.
Man, okay. Everyone's rolling pretty well tonight. Yep, that's a hit.
64.
64?
Yep.
64 D4.
When I'm 64.
You know, the nice thing about AC spell attacks is they take the full damage. There's no, like, half damage like a,
Yep.
a
And
basic
I-
save.
I figured gun shooters probably have a good dexterity, which means good reflex, which is why I'm targeting AC instead.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
And then I shall...
That feels pretty metagamey.
I don't think so at all.
They have guns, so they have reflexes.
Gun people tend to be good on their feet. with
Have
different hands.
you looked at a lot of gun carriers in this country?
In this
But in the world of the game,
yeah.
people who use guns typically have higher reflex saves. I
Uh-huh.
think that's something that you could generalize about the population.
Sure.
And I raise my symbol / shield as my third action.
Brilla is going to shift over to get a clearer shot.
If she like does a barrel roll, does that give her panache or anything?
Do a barrel roll.
There's no need for panache right now.
Okay.
All that panache would do is give her a better speed.
Ah,
There's about to give her panache kicking.
Unless she goes on top and does melee. But, you know, with that difficult terrain all around the place. She does a shot.
Taking shots.
Okay. Loads.
Mhm.
For first action. Shoots. Second action. Misses. And reloads. Great. Okay. Adriel.
All right. I will continue that courageous anthem, which doesn't work now, but you know, there it goes. And now to target the one remaining.
She
Since it
she
is-
remains. My bad.
He remains is kind of out of range for most things, but not out of range, and I don't care about cover if I'm casting a force barrage. So I'm going to do the 2 actions.
There we go. I found it.
There's 1.
Max.
Man. Still
Average.
alive.
Yeah.
Still alive.
Hey, drums. If you
Uh-huh.
go to Compendium Packs and type Courageous, you will see Aura Courageous Anthem. Drag that effect onto your hotbar.
All right, I will grab the new one. I'm going to delete
The old
what I
one.
had there. Yeah.
Because, it looks like Aura Inspire Courage was the one that I had on my hotbar. So, no wonder that's gone. Okay,
Oh,
and
brother.
Ari.
Oh, brother.
Oh yeah, look at that. Everyone's got a ripped bicep from being so courageous now.
Wait. Okay. I unleash my psyche and
Wow.
restore my own mind.
Mm-hmm.
Button. Restore mind. Button. I just saw it. Hit.
Button, where's the button?
There's no heal on that. Okay.
That's, yeah, I think it's because you were targeting,
Oh, I was targeting the enemy.
right?
What if I do this? Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Alrighty, and then so I've got 2 actions remaining.
You sure
She's
you
out.
don't want to heal her?
I don't want to.
Okay.
I will cast a spell. She shot me. Let's hit her with a phantasmal killer. See what that's all about.
Okay. Don't forget, you are going to be infiltrating the Shield Marshal's headquarters here.
Yeah, but we were not supposed to fight there.
Okay, fair enough. Yep. Here's her will save.
Oh,
roll the
wonderful.
19, but still just a success.
And still frightened 1.
Interesting. I'm curious about this.
It looks like it rolled too much. Oh, you push half. Is how it works.
Yeah, that's usually how it
Oh, but
works.
it says they take 46 mental damage on a success.
That's why I am looking up something real quick. And I bet you know what I'm looking up.
Huh. That's weird that the dice are different.
I think that is an old spell.
But it's brand new. I just learned it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's why it's weird. Ah, it is now called Vision of Death.
Oh.
So you might want to add that version to
Yeah,
it.
I'll swap it out on my character sheet.
Yeah, so you roll the 8d6. It
I
does
did.
say it is the normal of half damage and then becomes frightened 1. So it's the same thing, just worded less weird for how everything else works.
Okay.
So her brain, she goes, "Ah!" and becomes frightened.
Yay.
And then it's her turn. You really got her.
Babe.
Yeah, she's really into shooting you. So she reloads, shoots you again with her Giselle. Hits exactly.
Oh. What a jerk. I'm gonna fucking kill her with a blood vendetta. I'm gonna use all my spell slots.
Deals 16 points of damage to you.
Okay.
Then reloads again.
I'll just take the damage. I won't hit her with the reaction.
Oh no, she doesn't reload. She takes cover.
Find out what happens next time.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? We'll just wrap it up next time because it is
Pathfinder Z.
11:30 now. So, cool. We're this is gonna wrap up pretty quickly, but then we'll go into the Shield Marshal's place of order. So that's going to be terrifying for all of us. Cool. Have a good night, everyone. Thanks for playing. Thanks for watching, and have a good couple weeks. We'll see you in 2.
Yeah,
Thanks for
thanks
playing.
everybody.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Bye bye.
Why?
common personality.